Sawadika, Pashria Brandnow.asia here. Welcome to Business Insights on Medtech. Earlier this year, we had the opportunity to work with Medical Fair Thailand, and I ran into an old friend when we collaborated on the AstraZeneca project. So Binh and I started talking, and I thought, wow, he has such a wealth of knowledge and insights into this industry. I wanted to bring him to do an interview on our Business Insights show for Brandnow.asia. So welcome, Binh.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, so tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My name is Binh Thai, and I've been here in Asia now for 20 plus years. Most of my career has been in the Fortune 500 companies, if you will, both in the pharmaceutical and medical device space. But recently I left them to join a more smaller startup company called AsiaActual.
Yeah, congratulations on that. Yeah. So let's dive into it, shall we?
Sure.
What is the size of Medtech for Asia and specifically for Southeast Asia?
Right. So in 2019, the Medtech market is projected to be about $100 billion with about 5% growth. Where specifically in Southeast Asia, it's a fraction of that. It's only about $8 billion, but it is growing in double digits. So what you're seeing is a more, I guess, dynamic market in Southeast Asia than the rest of Asia.
What are the key drivers for that?
Yeah. Aging population is one of them, of course. As people get older, they want, they need products. They need medical device products. They need more drugs. The second thing is increased wealth. So as the middle class income rises, then they're looking for medical device products to use. And finally, innovation is driving a lot of that too. So you're seeing more products available to treat cancer, to treat pain management, to treat diabetes.
Okay. So what are some of the challenges for medtech companies trying to enter into Southeast Asia and grow here?
Sure. One of the key challenges is Southeast Asia is a collection of countries, right? There's, each country is very different from the other. So what you see is diverse markets, diverse economies, diverse healthcare systems. So a one-size-fits-all strategy doesn't really work for medical device companies. The second thing is because of the different healthcare systems, you've got to come with your own strategy for each country, your own market access strategy, your own market entry strategy, your own pricing strategy, if you will. And finally, each country has their own regulatory system. So when you try to get your product approved into Southeast Asia, you have to do it country by country. So approval in a country like Malaysia doesn't mean that you're going to get approval automatically in the rest of Southeast Asia. So you have to do it country by country because of the regulatory environment.
Oh, that's a challenge, yeah. Okay. Then on the other side of that, of those challenges, then what are the opportunities?
Sure. Southeast Asia as a region is 660 million people, right? That's a big population. So you've got a huge patient pool for your products. So if you can unlock the access, then there's potentially 660 million people that could potentially use your product. Second is, as I said earlier, they're driving middle class, or they're increasing middle class. So they're always looking for better products, always looking for better healthcare solutions. Third is ease the market. So even though there's different regulatory environments in each market, even though you've got to get approval for each country, it is a lot easier and faster to get your market into Southeast Asia than it is in, let's say, for example, the EU or Japan. So the regulatory environment is a little bit easier in that sense. Fourth is that because Southeast Asia is there's still a lot of developing or emerging markets, some of the bigger players don't focus in Southeast Asia. So if you're a smaller, innovative company, you have an opportunity to be first to market and bring your product into Southeast Asia for the first time and have that first mover advantage, if you will. And finally, Southeast Asia is known for their medical tourism. Right? When you say Bangkok, you think of medical tourism, same with Singapore. What medical tourism comes along with increased number of patients looking for innovative products for value.
Okay. So what are some of the new innovations that is coming up in MedTech? You mentioned that a few times.
Yeah, certainly, high technology is really driving a lot of the changes in medical devices in MedTech. So for example, the use of artificial intelligence or AI for diagnosis, for cancer diagnosis or heart disease diagnosis. The use of digital health. So, for example, if you have a Fitbit or a smartwatch, then it's tracking your vitals, your health metrics, right? So they're tracking your heart rate or your blood pressure. And finally, there's still unmet medical need in Southeast Asia. So there's a lot of innovative products that are treating those unmet medical need in the areas of cancer, pain management, or diabetes.
Sounds very preventive now.
Yeah, certainly. I think especially around the use of AI, right? It's early screening, it's early detection of the cancer before it becomes, before it becomes really
a bigger problem.
Right, a bigger problem.
Can't be treated, when it's bigger.
Exactly. So, so you're seeing that digital health, AI in particular, using that for early screening and for preventive, so that you can detect the disease a lot earlier.
Okay. Tell me, how can Medtech and Pharma collaborate to tackle some of the healthcare challenges?
So what you are seeing, for example, is combination products, is what we call combination of medical devices and pharmaceutical drug. Recently here in Thailand, we helped a medical device oncology company enter into the market here, and their product can potentially be used to for example, make it easier for the drug to be absorbed within the tumors, within the cancer tumors. So you're seeing a lot of that combination products being developed, collaboration between pharmaceutical companies and medical device companies. And the other thing is, as I mentioned earlier, the use of AI. So AI, use of software, the use of artificial intelligence to better find patients early on for the oncology medicine, or to personalize the treatment for pharmaceutical companies, right? So that's where the collaboration is coming from, the use of technology and the use of AI, the use of combination products.
Getting very sophisticated.
Yes.
So what can Medtech learn from Pharma to be more successful in Asia?
Traditionally, medical device companies have been more customer service focused, very good at making sure that surgeons, the doctors know how to use their products. Where pharmaceutical companies have been much more brand focused, building brand awareness, brand loyalty. So I think that's where medical device, medtech companies can really learn from pharmaceutical companies, building better sales and marketing excellence or capabilities. For example, building the capabilities around sales force effectiveness. So making sales reps more professional, they're able to communicate more effectively to doctors about the benefits of their products, and also taking the learnings around marketing excellence. So building better brands, brand loyalty, and brand awareness of their products. And the second thing where I guess medical device companies can really learn from pharmaceutical companies is the cross-pollination of talent, if you will. Right, so
thank you.
Right, so in the past, where if you start your career in pharmaceuticals, you would stay in pharmaceuticals for your whole career, and vice versa, and in the medical device space. But now what you're seeing is medical device companies are more willing to hire pharmaceutical talent, and so they want to bring some of those sales and marketing capabilities into the medical device space.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your company, AsiaActual.
Sure.
So how are you guys helping medtech companies in this marketplace?
Right. So I think our name says it all. We're AsiaActual, right? So we're really focused on Asia. That's first and foremost, is to helping companies be successful in Asia. We're an advisory consultancy company where we help medical device companies develop a market entry strategy into different markets in Asia, looking at their market access strategy, looking at the pricing analysis, things of that nature. In addition, we will help the companies register their products or meet those challenges of the different regulatory environments. So make sure that their product is registered properly in those countries, so they can begin to commercialize it and get the product to be available for patients in Asia. So I think that's where we're really focused on just Asia. We're not looking to focus. We're not looking to grow into EU or the US. We're really focused on being successful here in Asia and bringing medical device companies into Asia.
Okay. So tell us what's in store for 2020.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think 2020 is going to be an exciting year for us. One of the things that we want to do is expand our offices across Asia to countries where we're currently not in. So, for example, we plan to open an office in Vietnam in early 2020. The second thing is, over the years, we've been fortunate enough to work with some very innovative companies. So we're hoping to use that experience to attract more innovation into Asia. Let them know that you can be successful with your products in Asia. And finally, as a personal passion of mine, helping Asian startups, Asian medical device, medtech startups to be successful, right? So they've got great ideas, but how do they take it from idea to a business into commercialization? So I want to be able to, exactly. So I want to be able to use my experience and use AsiaActual as a platform to really help them grow.
So there you heard it, startups in medtech. You can count on having convinced support here and as you launch into the marketplace here. Thank you so much, Binh, for coming and sharing your thoughts and insights today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and we look forward to seeing you at the next one. Sawadee ka. If we may be of service to you or someone you know, please reach out to us. Thank you and have a great day.